I think we're going. I think we're going. Hey, how is the audio? Can you guys hear it okay? Well, I think I got to get a beer and I got to pee. So we'll get started with this for a couple of minutes until I get those two things going, and then we'll get started.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave.
Do you have any shout out to the jealous viewers at home?
To all the Chico Army, all 250,000 of you. I wish some of you could have been here, but since you're too pussy to be here, I'll do it for you.
Right on, man. What do you say we go show them all how to fly?
Let's do it.
Turn those machines back on! Turn those machines back!
Troubles behind. If you're looking for something, you'll find it in due time. Just enjoy the ride.
That looks to be too loud.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
Hey, everybody. It says that the audio is working fine. Can somebody give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down and we can go ahead and get started? Oh, hey, you got it. Well, I'm glad you like the intros. Can you guys hear me okay? I know there's a 20-second delay, so I'll sit here and twiddle my thumbs. All right, y'all said it is. We'll go ahead and get started. What we got? We got 4 people in here. All right. Well, not really doing much of an intro today. Doing day 2 of the yard sale, and a little bit late because we just had somebody come in and grab all the furniture except for 4 pieces. Beautiful weather here in Austin this weekend, so not exactly sure what kind of traffic we may have. But I think 2 more items, and then I think we're going down to everything for $1, just to get rid of it. We'll see how it goes here. Hey, Jonah. Hey, bad boy. Yedit Allah. Jack from earlier. Hey, Miss Joni. How is everybody doing today? Let me fix that so we can... working from the front driveway here today. And again, I guess there's really not that much to talk about. This is more just a hang and bang with you guys. And we'll do it as as long as we can. How is everybody out there doing today? I hope you're doing wonderful. I guess we can go ahead and hit what little crypto news that there is this morning that may affect some of the folks in here. And you guys are already talking about it in the on Twitter and in the Telegram chat. See if I can get it up on the screen here. Well, not literally. This is not that kind of a video. Hang on. There we go. Let me switch it to where you guys can see it. And it's hard to see what's going on. Y'all got that on the screen, it looks like. It appears so. All right. So sometime overnight, let's see, 6 hours ago, so 6 in the morning my time, this tweet here came up from Arena Finance, but I believe there was something addressed by Revest earlier that there was an exploit. 579 Luxo, 350s, 3,000 Rena. I'm guessing some Revest as well, even though I didn't see that on the line. But 7.7 million EchoFi. And EchoFi, the sad part about that was it had a 99% price drop. Ooh, this is not a, hey, buy the dip type conversation here, because I believe, and I haven't looked into this much, you guys are probably more in touch with what's going on than I am. I'm sure that they've called a, hey, after this block, these transactions are not valid. So I wouldn't run in there and buy any if trading is still live. And again, I don't know, not financial advice, but that's how it usually goes with these type things. I am not Satoshi. Doing some cooking. Oh, cooking pizza. All right, Yeti. All right, awesome. Cooking pizza. So the problem with that many EchoFi being hacked, the total supply is 10 million, and they just hacked 7.7 million. Now, if you're staking it, it appears to still be clicking as far as rewards. I don't know what the whole deal is on that, but price action has been a prison shower scene for a year anyway, so it's not going to affect a whole bunch of us in that respect. But ouch. So we were already screwed. We got shot, screwed, and then abused afterwards. Holy hell. Holy hell. And I hate it for anybody that had recently gotten into EchoFi, even at the lower prices, because you took a 99% shave. Haircut there. Sorry about that. Hate it for you. Bitcoin looks to try to be doing something, or is this just weekend fuckery again? I don't know. We're almost at 45. It's been playing around there all weekend long, hasn't it? We'll see what happens there. Now, the why on the price movement has been conversation this week. Tyler brought up on 2 different days. about the Luna needing to purchase capital, Bitcoin for capital, which is awesome. That's good. And then plus the Russia news. I don't know if the Russia news is good news or bad news, because if Russia is going to start taking payments in Bitcoin, and our country here in the United States has a habit of sticking their nose and getting involved in everything that's none of their business, they're going to feel a need to jump in there and get involved, because can't have transactions going over borders, which is a scary proposition when you think back a couple of weeks ago with the MetaMask and the Infuria situation. So depending on where you are, grab something to drink, whether it be a cocktail or a coffee or whatever. Here, we're drinking Brunette Bombshell. So what do you guys think about this Bitcoin action? What do I think about Luna, the project? I don't know enough about it, Ala, to tell you anything at all. Well, they're buying Bitcoin right now. That's what Tyler was talking about last week. That's what I was talking about. And so that's one thing that's probably driving the price up. But also some of it just has to do with hitting certain benchmarks and the algorithms kicking in and the bots kicking in. And we ought to see more of that come Monday morning. Thank you, Thomas Love. Appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate it mucho. Like I said, sitting here doing the yard sale, the deep freeze, the rocking chairs, and the poker table are the only things that I'm sticking to on the price, and only because a buddy of mine said that he can take it and sell it after I go, because he likes doing that. So the rest of the stuff, quite frankly, we've made today the money that I wanted to make, more or less, already, just on that one truckload that pulled out of here with some furniture. So I may be posting that everything's for $1 here soon, just so I can be rid of it. Because, I mean, we already took this stuff to the antique shops, already took the gold and sold the gold, and could have put it in the safety deposit box, but it was like, it's been in storage for 14 years. Might as well turn it into gas money with our current president running things. Might need it next week. Yet it's interesting to see if Russia will swap Bitcoin right away to fiat in what exchanges. Hey, Crypto Lights, how you doing, man? See, yet that's the magical question. If so, to what fiat? They already emptied out their treasury several months back, getting ready for this. So our sanctions weren't really doing anything except causing Putin to laugh. Dave brought to my attention earlier today that 3 days ago the Russian market had opened. And had to limited action for limited people, and had really taken off, which obviously is contrary to what our president was saying was going to happen. He said they're afraid to reopen it because it's going to crash the minute that it does. Good, I'm glad to hear that, Crypto Lights. And we were all sitting around going, what are you talking about? I mean, it's closed, but I don't think Putin's being affected by this sanction at all in reality. And of course, when the Russian market reopened, it went through the roof. Been a little bit of correction, I guess, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What else is going on in the crypto news? But yeah, I guess the question yet is if they did exchange it for fiat, what fiat would they choose? I mean, we've been talking for over a year about how that the United States always wants 2 years, I guess, always wants it to be the unit of measurement, and why Brad Sherman and a whole bunch of those people were against Bitcoin, because they wanted to be the unit of measurement. Why? Because it's worth absolutely nothing. But that's where they make their money, the United States government. So if this credit crash and the financial crash and the everything crash that we keep talking about is true, and if the U.S. crude dollar is no longer the unit of measurement in oil, the United States government has every reason in the world to come after Bitcoin. Maybe not Bitcoin itself, but how we U.S. citizens can access the Bitcoin. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Russia is the bad guy because they are not playing the globalist game plan. They will when it's convenient for them. If y'all remember in the interview that I did with Tyler there in Chico, we were talking about China banning Bitcoin, which we all knew was a bunch of hooey. And he was saying China, from their viewpoint, the best thing to hurt United States is, and the US dollar is, Bitcoin. And from the United States standpoint, the best thing to hurt China and the yuan is Bitcoin. So it would seem that they would be fighting each other on that second tier instead of going after Bitcoin directly. But they're so stupid. Yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. Very, 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 very interesting. Rune, I saw that Tyler did a video on Rune this week. Again, Thorchain. It's had a good week, hasn't it? Yeah, from 805 to just up 25% in the week. Good for you guys if you were in that beforehand. And I guess the one coin that I don't like very much at all, I guess VeChain is having a good day today. Now, I didn't see any news or anything, which makes me really suspicious of what's going on there. But they've got a 30% day going on. So for you folks that are in VeChain, good. If you're not in VeChain, that it's up 30% on the day already is exactly why you don't go chasing that rainbow right now. You missed it. If you're wondering what a picture looks like when you've missed one, when you've missed a play, that's what it looks like right there. You already missed it. Sometimes the best move is no move. Keep your hands in your pocket. Not financial advice. As a matter of fact, while we're on that topic, nothing here we talk about is financial advice. Just my opinion for entertainment purposes only. And I'm just as full of shit as everybody else. So listen, don't come here for financial advice. One bit of good news that I saw a little while ago, I know that a lot of you guys are in this one, is Pocket Network. It's up 5% to 90 cents. Lots of good news coming out of Pocket this week with the ever increasing people switching over to their relays. And again, if you are staking, the more people that are using the relays, the higher your staking rewards. So that's good news. So you're getting the price appreciation, plus you're getting additional rewards. So win-win. Win-win. WHEN, WHEN. Hey, Bovid, how you doing, man? Quite the opposite. The war is part of the plan and right on schedule. Huh. Dun, dun, dun. Do you know what? I agree with both of you. That this was high school debate class where you have to argue both sides of the conversation. I could effectively argue both sides of that. Obviously, I don't think that the war is going the way that they thought it was when he started it. Thank you, Bovin. Appreciate it mucho. It's going to be interesting to watch. Scotty P, love to hear your thoughts on Z. I love me some Z, man. I love me some Z. How is it doing today? Hell, it's back up to, it's up to 14 cents almost. Up 17% basically on the day. Obviously, you always want to be early on a play, but there are certain growth pains that you go through when you're early, or seemingly too early. And number one on this one is still liquidity. Trading volume the last 24 hours is less than 30,000. Oh, wow, they took it back off of there? So you can get it on Uniswap. I thought that they had gone to that one, a listing on that one exchange. The one that ripped off a whole bunch of Chico Army members for Azor, MXC, which is now MEXC. You could see that the community wasn't too happy when they announced that exchange listing. Actually, there were a lot of people that dumped and said, all right, fuck it, I'm out. Have it on good authority, and I can't go into any details, but a major central exchange listing is on the horizon, the near horizon. I can't go into detail on the rumors that I've heard. What'd you do? Or they already dump on you? But there's a big centralized exchange announcement supposedly on the horizon. Staking just started 2 weeks ago, and it looks like they just announced the first takers on advertising on the system. They already took a pretty good size payment on that one. So my overall thoughts on Z token is I'm bullish as hell. They announced the launch. When was it? August? Is that what I said yesterday? August? July or August? Do you remember? That the launch is going to be happening. So that's good. Here, you want to see you? There you are. There's Dave. Give you an update on the road trip here in a second. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited about it. Again, don't get too caught up in the big dumps and the big price increases when trading volume is still that low. That's my opinion. Am I into the cosmos ecosystem? I am not. Which one is cosmos? I know that a lot of y'all are, though. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not in that one.
Here's a good question for the group. Who's scalping VeChain right now for massive gains?
The collective vibe is shut the fuck up about VeChain.
Yeah, shut the fuck up about 30% gains, man. Nobody wants to hear about that. Anyway, good scalp coin today. Hogan.
Not much going on Atom for the week. Not much of a range. I don't know that much about it, quite frankly. Oh, I'm sure it is. Whenever it's got that much volume in it, you would assume. I don't know. Russia is just playing a role in part of the globalist plan to manifest the New World Order? Huh? What do you think?
No, actually.
Wait, come over here so they can hear you.
So reading.
Hang on. Here's Dave with the newest news.
News. Breaking. So Russia is actually making statements that the whole reason they're doing this is because the New World Order is leaning so liberal and so left that Putin wants to save the world or save his portion of Europe from rampant liberalism and the New World Order. So it's exactly the opposite, according to Putin's statements, right? Now, one might argue there's a secondary New World Order that's trying to be built with Russia and China and some countries in the Middle East. That could be an arguable case, in my opinion. But New World Order, Putin says he's doing it, this whole thing to break that up, to put a stop to it, to stop everybody from turning into whiny liberals, basically.
All right. So there you go. And he would never be dishonest. I mean, he's got a background in the KGB.
Well, on the other hand, maybe it's face value.
Right? But that's the game these days, ain't it? That's the game.
Because that would make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, man, I'm not letting what's happening to Europe bleed over into former Soviet countries. Fuck that. We're all about family and values and shit like that. We're not going to be, letting men play women's sports kind of thing.
True that. Huh. Interesting. Jonah, yes, the war will be the catalyst for the 23-24 economic meltdown. But I don't think it's going to. Well, wait, we're basically in April now. I think the catalyst started before 2008. Again, let's make sure we understand each other. It wasn't any of the problems fixed in the 2008 financial crisis. The only reason it sticks, smoke and mirrors, is the only reason that it bounced back when it did. And it was done with substandard duct tape. So as soon as that substandard duct tape starts coming off, it's going to go to hell in a handbasket quick, which again was the main reason in my head to get this house listed, sold, and out of here. So when the housing market does crash, my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty unsustainable deal. There's a lot of articles. I was reading an article in Bloomberg the other day.
Come over here so they can hear you.
Oh, I'll come over there in a minute. I got to watch this scalp. moments away from the moment of truth.
All right, well then hold your opinion till you come over here where they can hear you.
Yep.
Well, actually, can you guys hear Dave from all the way over there? Wait, say something.
Something, and more something. Something.
Can y'all hear Dave? Can he talk from over there, or does he need to?
Check 1, 2.
Does he need to go on pause? I fear the thought police and far left dictators far more than Putin.
Yep.
You know what? I agree with you.
Yep.
I agree with you. They can't hear you. They saying sort of.
Not important anyway. Trust me.
Playing the part of day trader today is Dave.
Cowboy.
What else is going on? Yeah, no, they can't hear you. They said get that bag of dicks out of your mouth, and they might be able to hear you better. What else is going on? All right, so this is totally unofficial. Totally unofficial. And then Dave's going to come talk to you because I got to check the apps here to see if there's any responses on specific things for sale. But Tyler was talking about, about maybe do a hookup the next time I was out west to do a Chico Army get together. And I had an idea. How about this? May or June-ish, do a Chico Army get together in Moab, Utah. If you're not from the West or you don't know much about Moab, or the fall.
Because actually, I was thinking through our original timeline. I think that did put us in the fall. So I think we were covered for that.
Okay, sometime later in the year. We're idea people. We're not the details people. When it's not 100 degrees in Moab, beautiful country. It's a little hippie area, but beautiful part of the country. And we can do a Chico stock. No bands or anything unless you want to play. And again, totally unofficial. He hasn't responded to that yet. But Google Moab and then look at some pictures in the area. It's absolutely gorgeous. So maybe in the fall, you're saying now?
Our first base camp is Albuquerque, second base camp is Colorado Springs. That'll take us through the end of the summer, and then Moab in the summer, beginning of fall. And then down to Arizona for winter.
And then down to Arizona for the winter. We can go see Dr. Ed, Brad from the other group. August, September, October. Of course, that's hurricane season.
Through Utah?
Yeah. Gotta watch out for hurricane season.
Goddamn Category 5.
That's a Cat 5 Utah hurricane. Crypto Light says that man, I love Tahoe, but I've spent too much time there this last year. I love Tahoe. I'm thinking probably next summer spending extended time there. I fucking love Lake Tahoe. That's where I jumped out of the airplane there. What else? Anyway, I haven't talked to Tyler about that yet, other than a tweet to which he has not responded yet. What else? y'all saw or at least you've seen the memes, Supreme Court Justice confirmation hearings. And relatively speaking, tame, very, very tame. There were no personal attacks. They actually, oh my gosh, check this out, because this is something that we haven't seen that often in the last 15, 20 years. But the conversation stuck mainly to actual stuff that should be important. Not, hey, did you drink beer in high school? Or, hey, this woman says that you groped her type things. However, they came to a question, and the reason they came to the question was because there's going to be a lot of Title IX and stuff that's going to be coming in front of the Supreme Court here in the near future. And so she was asked by the Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn, can you define a woman? And she says, no, I'm not a biologist. So anyway, the memes have started, and there's about 1 million a minute, and some of them have been absolutely incredible. But I think I'm going to make me one of these shirts right here. I don't know. I'm not a biologist. I just absolutely freaking love that idea. Love it. But the memes are about a mile a minute. Oh, here, this breaking news. No survivors. Y'all see that Chinese plane that crashed? When was that? Was that last week or the week before? It was just last week, wasn't it? You know, most things we think of a plane crash. This one, I don't know if you guys saw the video or not, but that one was straight down. Straight down like you dropped a pencil. And thoughts and prayers to the families and everything involved. And you certainly hope that it was nothing evil that was going on that caused it. But Bang Zhang, the renowned Chinese spy who our idiot congressman from California, Eric Swalwell, was banging. She was supposedly on that plane. Nefarious was the word I was struggling for there. So that's a shame. That's a shame. And again, thoughts and prayers. You certainly hope it was nothing nefarious, but you know what? Sorry if you had your volume up there. Shitty picture. She was fucking gorgeous, but still, obviously a spy. How's your attempted scalp trade over there going? Going well? Anyone heard about a ZK Sync airdrop? Man, haven't they been talking about ZK Sync airdrops since ZK Sync was first mentioned? Seems like it. And I saw talk in the Telegram group. So I tell you what, let me. Oh. And if you're watching, I'll get back to you here in a second, sweetheart, when I'm done with this stream. I'm not sure on the situation. Let me do a real quick check and see what kind of inquiries we're getting. I got 2 apps going, working the yard sale. So Boy, if this guy comes and gets this furniture, everything else we're going to give away for the rest of the day. All right, I think we're caught up. Anyone here? Yep, I already got that. We're still online. Here we go. Hey, Georgie, how you doing, Georgie? And again, sorry about the technical part, but doing the yard sale, like I said, we didn't know if there would be traffic because the weather's so nice, and yesterday was dead. And then pick up the RV tomorrow and bring it, and it's going to be parked in the driveway here while we start loading it up, starting on Tuesday. So I got to get this house emptied out so that we can get on the road. But one of the things that, for the longest time before I built, my buddy built the desktop, I did all of my cryptoing and even all of the YouTubing and everything from right over there. And what was nice is you could still be inside. Yeah, rule number one, no holding stuff. Yeah, it's funny, man. And somebody says, "Oh, I'll be there after 11." I'm like, "Dude, I'm having a yard sale. So if you want to send me some money, I'll hold it for you. Otherwise, whoever gives me money first owns it." Always got to be in a good mood. Always. Happy to see you too, brother. Yeah, house is going on the market in about a week. Just got to get it emptied. Like I said, my daughter got all the stuff that she wanted, or most of it. The rest of it's right over there. Took the antique stuff and got an okay, fair value for that stuff. And the rest of this, I ought to just sell it by the pound. But there's somebody that needs it, so. But it was nice that furniture reparations lady came and got that other stuff. I'm glad that that's going to be in good hands. But yeah, like I said, pick up the RV tomorrow, and then play date tomorrow, and then Tuesday, actually time to get working on stuff. I was hoping that there'd be more people that we could interact with. Coming up for the sale, but again, it's such a beautiful day, and because we've got our fair share of really nice yoga pants that patrol the neighborhood. you guys would enjoy. Oh, not frozen. All right, cool. Nah, you're not late for the party, brothers. Party's just getting started. Now I've got that green screen and the lighting that I'm trying to figure out a way to get it to Kinsey so that he can hold it for me for the next 5 years or so. But I don't have a box that's long enough to ship it to him. So coming up with alternative ideas. Did you plan the trip step by step, or we're going to plan it on the move? My brother, we kind of got general ideas on which direction we're going to start. But because of the 5-month delay due to the health stuff, we were supposed to be like in about a week or so getting ready to get onto a ferry to go to Alaska. So we're already 6 months behind. So right now the plans are very much written in pencil, and the whole spirit of this thing is kind of got a big picture idea on it, but nothing to be planned really. What did we say? We're gonna our first base camp, because Dave's going to be doing some door dashing. I'm sorry, we already talked about that before on camera. Sorry, but we're going to be near certain residential areas. Sorry, um, for some of the time. So, and then out in the wilderness for the rest of the time. So I know that we're going to spend some time in Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah over the next 6 months or so is the plan. And but specifically where, we don't know exactly. I think the first thing that we're planning is UFO stuff. So Marfa Lights and then Area 51. And then after that, just wherever we end up. Well, there's a lot of places where you can go and park the RV for 2 weeks and it's free. So, and when you take a look at the map for boondocking or BLM places, there's a 2 week minimum, but then there's another one right over here. So you can go from here for 2 weeks to here for 2 weeks and use that as a basis of operations. But not really much even plan on what we're going to do as far as activities. But we're not on a vacation where we got to be in a hurry. We're just gonna go with the breeze. Anything else crypto-y going on? Time is it? Almost 12:53. I saw this. I only read the headline. Yeah, and that's kind of what I thought it was going to be about. So Vitalik, with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, basically was saying, "Hey, you guys have made a lot of money. What good are you going to do with the money?" Was just the quick read that I got from that. I guess you can't really shame people into being charitable. Yeah, maybe you can. I don't know. See what happens, if anything of that. But there's already, I know, a lot of celebrities that have paid big dollars for those. So they may be already doing a lot of public good stuff. I don't know. Please don't disappear in Area 51. Well, we're not allowed in Area 51. I don't even think I can fly the drone over the fence. It'll probably get shot down. You can't even fly that near a dam or anything. Has somebody used Alchemix loans? Any thoughts on that? I didn't do Alchemix. Kinsey did, unless I'm getting it mixed up with something else. But he used to talk about them a lot. I'm not the guy to ask, man. I'm really not. Is it kind of like the 9-9ing with Ohm? I assume. I would be careful with anything with how volatile the market is now, because I guess number one, first and foremost, it's going to follow Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin has started its tear towards whatever, great. But if Bitcoin is going to take a dip before it starts its run to whatever, there could be some major liquidations there. I would be careful with, just make sure you don't, not financial advice, just don't get liquidated, brother. Just don't get liquidated and lose it all. Would be my concern. Since we have a punk in the space, we're going to need a Bored Ape. Okay, you say so, my brother. I'm going to take your word on that. What else is going on? Like I said, I didn't really have a plan. I thought we were going to be interacting with actual people here a little bit more often. It's repaying loans, but you don't know too much about it. No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but yeah, be careful with all of these. Excuse me, with all of these DeFi protocols right now. And again, we talked about this. It was either last stream or the stream before last, but just be very, very careful in the projects that you are overcommitted in, but also in protocols. And this thing this morning with the Revest hack, there's a perfect example. If you're all more than you should be in a particular protocol, one hack, and it doesn't even have to be the hack of what you own, but you can see the ripple effects on the other stuff. Just be careful if you're overexposed in any particular protocol. We're going to have satellite phone. Have you heard? With Z token? Oh, okay. No, I hadn't. Oh, there. Yeah, paid for with Z token. I haven't heard that. But then again, getting ready for this move and all this other stuff, I've been plugged in doing crypto stuff for a very small percentage of the day, and focusing on other stuff. So I'm not the guy to ask on that. When will the IRS be charitable? Never. Never. Quite to the contrary. You saw what Biden was trying to do with that spending bill. He was trying to, what was it, 80 billion or 8 billion? It was either 8 billion to try to collect 80 billion, or it was 80 billion that he wanted to spend to get 800 million. It was a 10 factor in there. That last one sounds more correct. Because they wanted to have more audits. And again, like we talked about several months ago, those audits are never designed for the big guys who they say they are, because the big guys are definitely going to lawyer up and take 2 to 3 years to get paid for those guys. And these guys need the money right away to do their new Green Deal stuff. So to fund that, they need more audits to come after the little guys, not the big guys. So no time soon. What have you got, Dave? None? Well, we've been on for right at an hour. Is there any other questions or advice that you guys have that we need to be talking about. Give you 20 seconds. Give you 20 seconds on that to come up and see if there's anything that you guys want to talk about.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Anything from you guys? Nope. All right. Well, looks like that's it. We're gonna. You guys follow us on Twitter at ScottyP1063, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on with the travels and everything once we get the hell out of here. So until we talk to you next time, rainbows, lollipops, sunshine, unicorns, and all those good things. We'll talk to you next time. Much love. Vaya con huevos.